Okay, hi everyone. Now I know I haven't posted videos in a long time. This video I'm about to do is a request. It's how to upload an avatar or a profile picture to the website of your choice, maybe a website that you're making. Basically the process is the user gets to upload their own image and it gets to be displayed in a little sort of box area just to personalize a page up. It might be a social networking site. It might be just a site that you need to register and upload a profile picture. So I apologise I haven't posted in a while, but this is going to be a request tutorial, and I thought quite an interesting tutorial, and it can be used in quite a few circumstances. So what I'm going to do is, instead of just showing you how to upload a picture and display it, which some of you may know how to do, or would be quite simple to do, I'm just going to sort of mock the fact that a user might be logged in, and I'm basically going to do this by the username. So inside a database, I'm going to basically be creating a table on this database. Say for example users. I'm using my PHP Academy database, and the field count I'm not sure of yet. Let me just open up a new thing. We're just going to have an ID and a username for now. This is basically just mocking. You might have other fields like first name, last name, age, or date of birth rather, something like that, but I'm just going to be dealing with ID and first name just to get a bit of a feel of a real life situation. Okay, so that would be 2 then. Okay, so I'm sure you guys know how to do this by now. Just wait for this to load. Whew. Okay, so the first field is ID, and the last one, like I said, is username. And this ID really has no purpose in this. Obviously, I'm just going to set it as an auto increment. It's going to have a primary key, and the username is varchar. Let's just say 30 characters. Okay, so we'll create this. Let's say save. Okay, so we've created this, and let's shove a few bits of data into it, just like you would have in a usual sort of like a register login environment. The first username I'm going to say is Alex, and the ID is auto increment, so I don't need to worry about that. And then I'm going to uncheck ignore here, and I'm going to type Kyle for the second one. So we have an option of logging in of either Alex or Kyle. So if we go down, we can see that we've got both of these here, ID and username, and this is just what we'd expect when we were registering and logging into a website. Okay, the next thing I've done is I've created my connect.php. This is basically use a MySQL connect function to connect to localhost, root being the username, and I don't use a password for this. And I'm going to say or die error, and I've actually made a terrible mistake here. This is connect, and error is the message that we're going to display, so unable to connect, for example. Connect. Okay, so we've got a connect variable here, which is connecting to our database and giving this error back here if we're getting in trouble with this, and then we're selecting our database, which is PHP Academy, and this is all we really need from this, so we can save that out and use that in our upload and our view.php files. The next thing we need to do in connect, what I'm just going to do is under here I'm going to say session start. Okay, so that's just basically going to start a session on every page that we're including our connect.php file. And let me just walk you through the structure of how I'm using these files in relation to what we're trying to achieve. The upload.php file is basically going to be the form in which we can upload our image, and our view is going to be viewing our image. So this view.php file may be or maybe not on, let's say, a member page when the member logs in, or I don't know, it could be on absolutely anything, but this upload is the key file to upload the image, and this is to display the image. We're basically displaying the image based on the username. So say I was logged in as Alex, we need to upload the image in relation to Alex. If I was logged in as Kyle, we need to upload the image in relation to Kyle. because if we upload a picture for Alex and it's also displayed for Kyle, then what's the point? You know, we need an image unique to each person. And bearing this in mind, I've forgotten a really key field. I don't know how I forgot it, but the key field that we are working with here is, let's say we need to add one field at the end of table, and this is the uploaded file location. So I'm just going to write image location, and I'm going to choose this as a varchar, and I'm just going to say 100 because we might have a long image name. I'm going to just click save. So to summarize this part of the tutorial, let's click browse. We have got our ID, which we don't need to worry about too much for now. Alex and Kyle, which is going to be our session saying, oh, we're logged in as Alex or logged in as Kyle. And our image location is the location that our uploaded image will be stored in. And back to our files, upload is going to upload the image, and it's going to put it in relation to Alex or Kyle depending on who's logged in using our sessions. We see we've set our sessions here, and view is just going to be to view this image. So after this tutorial, if this at the moment doesn't make sense to you, after this tutorial hopefully you'll be able to distinguish or rather incorporate this into your sort of everyday application. Because what I'm doing at the moment is, instead of going through a whole project where you need to upload pictures, I'm just showing you an example in relation to a database and a logged in user using our session start. But if you don't understand, watch the tutorials through, and again, if you've got any questions, just give me an email or anything. Okay, so in the next part we're going to get on with our actually uploading our image, and then I'm going to show you how to store it correctly, and then so on and so on. Eventually we're going to view our image depending on which user's logged in. Okay, so I'll see you in the next part. Thanks for watching.